The kick as we get started here. Chad Ryland with the boot for the Eagles. Through the end zone, and Wisconsin will take over at the 25-yard line.
He's the active leader amongst tight ends with 108 receptions.
2nd and 2. Here is Mellusi again. Picks up the first down and then some inside the 30. Down the sideline he goes all the way down to the 6-yard line before he's finally taken down by Mark Lee. Talk about big plays.
But once again, you see this great offensive line, nice double teams up there, but also the guys working up to the second level. Safety, number 17, doesn't take a good angle, but he's able to run Mellusi down.
1st and goal for Wisconsin after the 59-yard run, and Mellusi just tripped up. Looked like he got his feet caught up with Graham Mertz there. Eastern Michigan signaling like they have the ball.
Disturbing part about this is that Mertz, he tripped him up last week, and there was the fumbled exchange. So you would think that you would correct these things throughout the course of the week. And what he's not doing is he's not 42 minutes of possession in that ball game, won the yardage battle, but you have got to convert these red zone opportunities.
There's Mellusi again down inside the 2-yard line, but that's going to bring up 4th down. Fullback John Chanel checking in the game. The give to Mellusi, has some room, but can't get into the end zone. So a huge 4th down stop for the Eagles of Eastern Michigan. Looking at 3rd and 4, 5 receivers set for Hutchinson. Hutchinson, time. Doesn't look to have picked up the 1st down. That's to his leading receiver, Hassan Beydoun. So 4th down.
They just snapped it a little bit early before he gave it the official start with the whistle and the big arm pull.
There's Jillian on the preseason Ray Guy watch list. Fair catch called for by Evan Ingram.
Fans bow up and get a big stop in that goal line situation.
Here's Mellusi again making a nice cut in plus territory early for Wisconsin.
They eat up blockers there, so you need blockers from the secondary to come up and make plays.
3rd and 1. Berger picks up the 1st. Here's Berger cutting it up inside and stretching to the 16-yard line.
They knew that this is the best of those teams that they faced in the Big Ten. They came in ready to play.
And down to the 5-yard line is Berger. And there are times when we will get aggressive, but when they run these jumbo packages like we are now, he said, we're just going to have to be static as Wisconsin finally bursts into the end zone. It's Mellusi. Red zone touchdown for Wisconsin. They have
does such a nice job. You see, he presses that thing front side. You can see Terry Myrick flashing through in the backfield. They leave him unblocked on the backside of that play, but Mellusi knows that he has to work his way, and it's a great thing, electrical and computer engineering.
I stayed away from all of it. 5 wide receivers for Hutchinson. Again, up the right sideline, overshoots Dylan Summer. Back-to-back 3-and-outs for Eastern Michigan. Here comes the Julian punt. Dean England backs up to his own 15, breaks a tackle, high steps out of it, past the 25, and then he's upended. Just the biggest story of the offseason this year. Good get, Aaron Andrews. And the first pass of the game to Kendrick Pryor complete. Might have caught a blade of grass, but good hands there.
A blade of fake grass.
Fake grass. And here's Berger trying to go airborne, but caught in the air by Mark Lee, waiting for him to blossom. Mertz, short pass again. This time it's Danny Davis trying to get the 1st down, and he does.
Ball. Watch him stop, understand where the defense is coming from, and turn this one upfield. Does a nice job getting vertical, making a couple people miss, and getting to the sticks. Not always going to make those reasons public.
Going to the air on 2nd and 4 is Mertz. Has his man, Jake Ferguson. Who else? Touchdown! Wisconsin. And it's actually Clay Cundiff, not Jake Ferguson. Cundiff with his first catch of the season on the touchdown for Wisconsin. Ferguson was coming off a career-high 9 catches last week for Graham Mertz. And this Wisconsin offense going to throw again. Zips this one in there quickly. Mertz 5 of 6, 58 yards, 3rd and 3 here. Bringing the pressure are the Eagles, and they get to Mertz, their first sack of the game. Here's another look.
There's going to be pressure from his left side, his blind side. He does a nice job stepping up into the pocket, but just really nowhere to go. You can see Scott and a host of other Eagles had collapsed the pocket from the front, really nowhere for Graham Mertz to go. But the good job there on that play, ball security. Always told, 2 hands.
Early in the second quarter, Badgers looking good. Best field position of the game from their own 31. Quick pass broken up for Wisconsin. Still working through a few things last week, but they certainly had it figured out on that 3rd down play. Fair catch called for by Dean Ingram. You could see Lee helped off the field. He was grabbing that left ankle. And another complete pass. And this one to Jake Ferguson in FBS. What a career it's been. 3rd and 1 here, keeping it on the ground. And Mellusi puts his head down and picks it up.
Got up behind the big fellows, followed the convoy for the 1st down.
You can see again, Mertz kind of gets tripped up on his drop back, still manages to complete the pass to Kendrick Pryor. Check this out.
Nice job, Pryor breaking to the outside. And what you loved on that play right there, even though the timing was a little bit disrupted with Mertz on the drop right here, you can see a nice 5-step drop and gets that ball out. Nothing new for Wisconsin. Led the nation a year ago in time of possession at 36 minutes a game.
Huge hole for Mellusi, keeps his feet.
That can be all the difference in the world, particularly when you're talking about red zone offense.
There's Mellusi again trying to follow his blockers.
At the point of attack, such a tough running game to stop.
Here's Berger again with some steam and into the end zone. The red shirt freshman scoring the 2nd touchdown of the game for the Badgers.
Mikey Haney, number 97 from Eastern Michigan, going to be unblocked on the backside here. But Berger stays skinny.
Held Penn State to 50 rushing yards in the game, just 2 yards in the first half. And that was...
Get to the edge, get some misdirection, and of course got to make some plays in the passing game.
3rd and 8. Bryant under pressure, and down goes Bryant.
No chance for Ben Bryant on this one. You can see Henningsen just slips through that offensive line, gets skinny, and really nobody picked him up. You can see Howie had a chance there for the block, and he just
rock him. As the red zone woes for Wisconsin seemingly have been solved. Isaac Guerendo turning on the speed. Isaac Guerendo going the distance for the Badgers. Wow.
That is a different level of speed. To be measured at 24 miles an hour for his top speed. It was a little bit under. It was about 23.93. And this, remember, this is a former state champion.
3rd and 5 coming up for Bryant. Left sideline looks like Drummond.
Run. Sometimes it's just to extend a play, try and find a target downfield.
Hutchinson, quick pass. And not a whole lot going on there.
And he found out late in the week he had been practicing Will all week, and he's a guy that everybody on the team roots for, and they love seeing him get that first start on such late notice for him to step in and play so well.
Dean Ingram
got some laundry. kidding me? Thrill Hill, Och, Coach Peterson.
And that one complete to Jake Ferguson.
3 passes of 20 or more yards a week ago. And as you look at the whole season and preparing for it, you want to try and get these throws in now, live in a game. Got a strong 9-man box here.
And again, they bring that same motion look in. Jack Sambor there on the tackle.
And that's what they've done on every single play. And I think that was really the theme coming out of last week. Every little detail matters. It cost them the game a week ago. They came in today ready to play.
And nifty little return.
Going to have a bye week next week, and then they're going to play Notre Dame and Michigan. They're going to stay in there for a while.
Mertz over the middle. That one complete to Kendrick Pryor.
Well, I think that's really the throw on this one. So you get a little bit of a play action there, and the throw is a little bit low, or maybe Pryor is probably upset with himself. I don't want to go down.
He focuses more on the offensive line, and then you have Chris, who was the former quarterbacks coach here at Wisconsin, working with the quarterbacks as well, and Eastern Michigan.
Got all those electrolytes at halftime. He's fine now. And you can look at him fight through there. Did a nice job. And I told you, he's a big fella, but he's quick.
First name is actually Mark Quallen. Just call him Woo. A little bit easier to say is Chimray DK.
So the wideouts, if those guys are healthy, Pryor is back, and Danny Davis is back. Get DK into the mix.
Yeah, DK pressed into action as a true freshman last year. Has really developed some good chemistry with Mertz.
Well, I know a lot of the Badger fans were watching Jack Cohn and what he was able to do against Florida State. And you're thinking, what if?
That's DK. Good coverage there by Terry Myrick.
Coach Netherly said has really blossomed in the last year.
39-yard field goal attempt from Colin Larsh.
Say a good coach makes you a better player. A great coach makes you a better person. That's Chris Creighton.
That is great defense there by Wisconsin. Keanu Benton with the tackle in the backfield. Loudermilk, the 5th-round pick of the Pittsburgh Steelers, would have 3 Badgers on that Steelers defense. Now ball tipped up in the air and incomplete. Again, punting from his own 12-yard line. And the fair catch called for by Jake Dunn. So if they feed him a little bit, they might be able to have 3 100-yard backs. Last time Wisconsin had 2 100-yard backs. Jonathan Taylor.
You know, want to try and match what the punter was able to do and end up breaking their wrist.
Well, and how many punters, by the way, bench 395 pounds, the swarming Wisconsin.
Coverage underneath, watch for the crossing routes.
3rd and 10 for Bryant. He quickly tucks it and decides to run. And he picks up about 7 yards.
Hutchinson runs the football. We talked about this. Ran 8 touchdowns a year ago. But when you have a quarterback that likes to run, that takes off and runs, sometimes can take a little bit of damage. So you need a good backup with some experience.
Driving punt drives Ingram back.
Wondering, you know, at what point in the game, if it goes the way you want, do you get some of those backups in there?
And there is Shipper again.
For the Penn State game, just incredible to see that energy now that we've got the full standards again.
Let's see the players jumping around on the field. Last week it was Jenny Taft on the sideline at home. And it is a loss that levels the playing field really for, I think, for the rest of the Big Ten, where Ohio State has been, you know, so dominant for the last several years.
Looking a lot stronger this year.
And there is Wolf throwing and complete to DK. Last season, attempted 8 passes. Had a touchdown pass and couple of picks in 3 games played.
An excellent placement on that pass to DK.
Again, keeping it on the ground, and this is Braylon Allen getting his first carry of the game. There has not been a lot that's come easy for Wisconsin in the last 2 years. Here's Wolf, time to throw, and picked off at the 2-yard line by Eastern Michigan. They're going to have their best field position of the game, or
That's
a touchdown. David Carter, a pick 6 for Eastern, and there goes the shutout. Eastern off the schneid. Chase Wolf throws it up. David Carter goes to get it, and Dunn ain't going to get him.
Bit of a defensive back himself on that one. Is able to get his body twisted around and lean back to try and get that ball.
Shipper on 3rd and 14. McGee makes the tackle. He's shy of the first down.
Efficient day like that today says a lot about the young man. And I think what you like seeing most is just operating the offense and being smooth with his timing, getting the ball out in rhythm.
Realized, like, well, this is actually happening, and went back to the dorms. He said it was just so eerie because there were so many of his classmates with the passes tipped and picked by Dante Burton. This Wisconsin defense coming up large once again. He hit him, and it really resonated. Here's another look at the pick.
Burton, a little bit of the tip drill right here. Throws a little bit high, ball gets tipped up in the air. Good job concentrating on that one, pulling it in, giving the offense another shot. Yeah, you know.
Ball game these days. Mertz to throw again over the middle. That one broken up nicely. That was Big Ten, last team to win the Big Ten championship other than Ohio State, Penn State back in 2016. Up the middle.
He's going to be a little bit short. Let me mark him just inside the 1-yard line.
Oh, yeah.
Might want to say, hey, I need to extend this football. That can be very dangerous. Easy to knock that thing out when you extend it away from the frame of your body.
Allen up and over his first college touchdown. The big senior from Appleton, Logan Brust. Another look at the touchdown.
A memorable one for that first touchdown. You go up and over, get a little bit twisted in the air.
There's going to be some great still shots of that one.
Barely giving up more than 50 yards. Certainly Jim Leonard, the defensive coordinator, has got to be proud of the way that his players have played on that side of the ball.
Hutchinson to the right sideline, flag down.
That ability to escape is very valuable to keep plays alive.
This will do it to the end zone and unable to hold on. That's Ishawn Stewart.